Yo, what is up? This is Joe King Johnson before, and today I'm gonna teach you how to set up the Detroit Lions best depth chart setup. And the little bit of information about the Detroit Lions, they're pretty much an underdog team. You can settle much with spread offense, and in defense, you gotta have to play zone because one of the cornerbacks is pretty slow, and I'll explain it later on right now throughout the video. So at quarterback, we got Matthew Stafford. At the running back position, we got Reggie Bush, and leave Joey Bell. I don't know how to say his first name, but leave Bell in there because this guy's gonna be your main power back. Now, as you can see, he has a little bit of trucking, but he has more acceleration than the previous guy. As you can see, Mac LaShore is a little bit slower, so make sure you keep Jaquib Bell, or it's up to you if you want Mike LaShore in there. So it could be back and forth. I don't know. You can play around with these two guys, but leave Reggie Bush as a starter because this guy's gonna be your main guy. But make sure you have a backup power back in order for him to give a little bit of a cushion to Reggie Bush, because if not, Reggie Bush is going to be very tired and he's going to get pretty much injured. So because this guy is pretty much of injury prone. So moving on to our fullback position, we are going to put in Montel Owens. This guy was a fullback back in the Jaguars. I don't know why he's in the running back position. As we can see, we are going to be able to see he has some kind of impact blocking going on. As you can see, 86 impact blocking, which means he will be able to pancake the linebackers or any defensive back that goes to his way. So it is smart to put in Montel Owens, and by the way, he's pretty fast. As you can see, he has the strength, he has the speed. So this guy is going to be able to, you're going to be able to do some fullback dives. He's going to be able to get your blocks. So Montel Owens is the best guy at the fullback position. I meant to say Montel Owens. Sorry, I speak too freaking quick. Anyways, moving on to the receiver, we got Calvin Johnson Jr., Nate Burleson, and then we're gonna be moving around these guys. As you can see, we got Michael Spurlock around here. This guy is gonna be able to move up because he has a little bit of speed, but also make sure you watch the catching traffic. As we can see, we got a little bit on Broyles, so it is smart to keep Broyles there, but keep Spurlock at fourth. And with a little bit of speed, this guy's gonna be able to help you out in the spread offense. So this is the perfect setup right here. Calvin Johnson Jr., Nate Burleson, Ryan Broyles, Michael Spurlock, and at fifth you can have whoever you want. I mean, it doesn't matter because you're never gonna have a fifth receiver unless you go five wide. But most of the time you can always gonna have a tight end all the time, and that's another tip. Always have your tight end in the field because this guy's gonna pull out the most craziest catches you ever seen in your life. So also another thing, if you're running the ball most of the time, make sure you have Pettigrew as starter. If you're like a spread offense guy that like to pass 100% of the time, Tony Scheffler is your guy. This guy has more speed and he can catch the ball. Pettigrew can block. He can get those, linebackers moving to the outside, and he's going to be able to get those blocks, and you're going to be able to run it all the way. So Pettigrew is smart for the runs, and Scheffler is perfect for the pass. So make sure you play around with these two guys in order for you to have more success in offense. The linemen, well, we are going to leave him like that. There's nothing to change. Already checked. Only the right tackle, though. The right tackle has to be Corey Hillard. With a weak right tackle, you're not going to be able to get any kind of pass protection going on. So make sure you have Corey Hillard as your starter. At the left end position, we're going to be moving down Willie Jones. Now, there's another thing that nobody knows yet. Make sure you start Farley. When you go 3-4, you're going to be able to see Nick Farley as starter, right? But when you go into 4-3, you're going to be able to see Nick Farley as a defensive tackle. It changes automatically. So do not worry. Nick Farley will be changing back to DT once you go to the 4 linemen down. If you're going 3 linemen down, Nick Farley is going to be as a defensive end, so which is pretty smart because you don't want weak guys, as defensive end when it comes down to the 3-4. So make sure you keep Nick Farley as a left end. And once it changes to the 4 linemen down, Jason Jones is going to be a starter at left end, and Nick Farley is going to be moving back to DT. So it is pretty smart. You guys didn't know that? Now you know. At right end, we're going to be able to have Ezekiel Anza. At defensive tackle, we're going to be adding Israel to the third. The reason why is because he's almost the same as Farley, so might as well keep him there. So make sure you have him as third, just in case Farley gets tired, because he's going to be all time in the line. Moving on to the left outside linebacker, we've got Ashley Palmer. There's nothing to change here. Most of all the linebacker positions, there's nothing to change. All of them are weak. You can't do nothing with them. You have to leave them how they are. If not, you're gonna mess around, and then you're not gonna be able to get some, tackles because most of these guys are weak. So just leave the starters how they are. DeAndre Levy, Stephen Tulloch, and Ashley Palmer. No matter what, if you guys want speed in your defensive ends, you're gonna have to play with one middle linebacker in there because having 3 linebackers or 2 linebackers might result into deadly results, which means the offense will score on your ass. So make sure you keep these two guys in the outside linebacker position, because you don't know when you're going to turn into a 3-4 or into a 4-6 or something. Just leave them there and don't play around with them. I mean, you already have the best linemen, as you can see: Nick Farley, Jason Jones, Ezekiel Anza, who will and this guy who can just be Farley's backup. So yeah, you pretty much have the linemen settled. So do not mess around with the outside linebackers. Moving on to the cornerback position, we got Chris Houston, Slay, and Bentley. Now what we're gonna do is move up. We're gonna move up Rasheed Mathis to the second string. Now the reason why, because this guy has more veteran status. This guy's gonna get those zone coverage. So Rasheed Mathis is gonna be your main guy in the second string. Also, Slay does have man coverage, but there's a little bit of a problem here. The guy does not have a awareness, as you can see. So that means this guy is not the same as these two over here, which means he's going to have a lot more trouble covering the defensive backs. He's going to have a lot more, problems. What else? He's not going to concentrate as much. So make sure you keep Darius Slay as third string and make sure he covers that slot receiver. So he's perfect for the slot. He has the speed. He has the man coverage. Slay is going to be your man at the third string. At the fourth string, you can have whoever you want. You can have Green or Bentley. Just watch out. Just look for the stats. As you can see, Bentley's a lot faster, but at the same time, Green can be having a lot better coverage. So just watch out for that. But the top three guys are going to be these three guys right here. At the free safety position, we've got Luis Delmas and Quinn. Just make sure you put Gomes at second string, because we don't want Quinn to get injured, and then we put in Wendling, and then he's all slow. You're not going to be able to do nothing with this guy. So make sure you put in Gomes or Gomez, whatever his last name is, Gomes. I think they call him like that. So that's the best setup you can have in the safety positions. At kicker, you're going to have David Akers. Punter, you're going to have Sam Martin. Kick returner, now you're going to have to be able to change this guy to Darius Slay. Darius Slay is a third string at cornerback, so you're not going to be able to see like, oh, he's going to get too tired. No, he's going to be able to get there. So make sure he leaves these two guys right there. Just leave it, because I know most of you guys can choose the two returners. So make sure you just leave the Slay there, and he's going to help you out on the kick return, because he's pretty much fast. Do not put in Reggie Bush. He's your main running back, and he's injury prone. So do not play around with Reggie Bush in the kick returner. Maybe in the punt return, but I suggest not to do it. Just keep it safe. Keep Reggie Bush in the game, and you should be able to do a lot of runs and a lot of unexpected breakthroughs with Reggie Bush. So moving on to the next thing, which is punt return. As you can see, we already put it in Reddick, but we're gonna take him out again. I did make a mistake here. Just put in Slay again, so you can have a little bit of spin going on. So yeah, I mean, Spurlock, Slay, and you might want to put Reggie Bush also, just in case Michael Spurlock gets injured. Reggie Bush is gonna be there. You know what? I'm just gonna put him as second string, just in case he does get injured. So keep Reggie Bush right there in the punt return as second stringer. Kickoff, Martin actually kicks the same thing as Akers, but he has more accuracy. The LS is leave like that. The third down running back, you might want to mess around with the short. As I said, mess around with the short or Bell, and you should be able to get good results, or maybe like different results with each running back, because they're kind of the same, but there's some difference between their stats. So that's all for now, guys. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what's up. If you guys want me to do another team, please let me know in the comment section. If this helped you, please leave it in the comment section, and I would like to read them. So yeah, later on, guys, I will be working on another video, so make sure you stay tuned for another best depth chart setup. So I'll see you guys later, and enjoy your day.